Failure is hyper contagious. So, for example, I social distance myself from failures because success is contagious. Failure is not just contagious, it's hyper. It's worse than corona. You want to see what you will become. Look at the 5 closest people to you who are in your life. You want to see where you are. So I want you to do a rain check in terms of living your plan. Think about the 5 closest people. Do they reflect where you want to be 10 years from now? If they don't reflect, then start making a determination of who your close cabinet is going to be, right? Who's your close cabinet? Because you are going to be the 5 closest. You're going to be reflect. Your life is not going to be above the 5 people who are closest to you. Who is speaking into your life? Who is close to you? Who is your advisory council? Who is your mastermind group? Success is contagious. Failure is hyper, super contagious. So please check that circle, your circle of influence, because they speak into your life and they are the source of good seeds or significantly dangerous weeds. The dandelion weed, it's not any significant plant. But I remember when we were doing the garden, I always tell my son, get rid of the dandelions, root them out, dig them out. They're so deeply rooted. The weeds, if you have the wrong people in your life, they have that entangling effect. There are these crabs. When you put crabs in a bowl, right? These crabs, the crabs that want to get out, the other crabs pull them down. So who are the crabs in your life? From today onwards, anything you're listening to, you're reading, you're watching, you're hearing, if it is not going to drive your spiritual life, your ministry, your work, your relationship, if it's not going to build it up, it's a weed. Your health, your wealth, just cut it out. So I just want to, I'm just trying to help you with getting rid of weeds, right? You know your agenda. And the thing about life is for takers. Weeds don't need much to thrive. That's the thing about weeds. Weeds don't need much to thrive. But you want to make a real garden and you want to bear fruit. It takes a lot of effort. However, the weeds have a capacity to kill good fruit. For example, you see a lot of plants and you see they are these climbers, they serenade them, and before you realize they've choked the life out of them. They have choked the stranglehold. These weeds have the capacity to choke you, and they have such a debilitating impact on your growth potential. So there are people, there are things you're watching, there are things you're reading, which is disabling you from becoming who you were put on to. Anything you give attention to grows. So that's why it says, guard your mind, guard your heart with all diligence. Watch, keep, guard. So please make sure all these influences, the TV program, I'm not saying don't listen to the news, but actually I recommend don't listen to the news first thing in the morning or last thing at night. You listen to the news, just listen to the useful components, right? Don't go and listen to somebody killed somebody. What is it going to do for your mental state?